Hey, what's going on? This is PKJ Pastor Kedrick Jones. It's Thursday, March 3rd, 2011. So you know what today is. It's Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday is the day that I tell you a throwback story from my childhood and then make it apply to everyday life. So here we go. This particular story happened when I was about 11 years old. Now, my sister that is 2 years older than me, I won't say any names because I don't want to put them out there like that because it's my story, right? So my sister was 2 years older than me, and my mom would tell us when we go out. Now, my mom worked at night, right? So she would get off about 10:45, make it home about 11 o'clock. So by the time she gets there, we should already be in the house. And so she would give us these stipulations when we went out. She would say that we had to come home together and we had to be in by 11 o'clock. Okay? There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You couldn't take one and leave the other. You had to come in together and you had to be in by 11 o'clock. So me and my sister go out to a dance one night, and so there after the dance we would go to this place called Butler's, a little hangout in Eudora, Arkansas, where everybody hung out. Everybody know what Butler's is. And so I was out there hanging out, and so while we were at Butler's, sometimes we would walk down the street with our friends, go down the street, kick it, and sometimes it'd be mosquitoes out. We have towels flapping out for mosquitoes and stuff. But this wasn't summertime. This was just a nice night, and so we are out and we're hanging out, and I can feel when it's getting close to the time for my mama to get off, right? I could just sense it. I couldn't tell time unless it was a digital watch, and we couldn't afford a digital watch at the time. And so I would ask around, because I would feel it. So I would ask, what time is it? And so somebody would tell me what time it is. And so by this time, I'm starting to look for my sister. This was probably about 20 minutes till. Can't find her nowhere. She gone down the street. I don't know which way she went. I can't find her nowhere. Oh, Jesus. And so I pull off to myself, go on the side of Butler's, over here where it's dark and stuff, and I'm over here crying like, Lord. That's when I learned how to pray. Like, Lord, will you please let your take come on here, because mama gonna kill us if we don't come home together. And if we don't come home by 11 o'clock. And so I'm looking around, I'm walking down the street, man, I'm about to use the bathroom on myself, and I'm trying to go in Butler's use the bathroom. Somebody locked in the bathroom. You ain't have but one bathroom. We had boys and girls go to the same bathroom. Lord, Shantae, come on here. And so Shantae finally shows up about 10:55. Now everything in Eudora, Arkansas is walking distance. However, walking distance for us back then is not the same as walking distance today. It still took you about 10 minutes to get to where you were going, and it sure took 10 minutes for me to get to my house from Butler. When I realized that it was 10:55, we knew Mama was on the way home. So, man, I'm running. I said, Shantae, come on. And Shantae still taking her time. She had dragging her feet, she's slow poking. I'm like, Shantae, come on. Mama gonna kill us. And so she just kind of take her time. She think this is gonna resolve the issue, trying to take her time. I'm like, Shantae, come on. Come on. Mama gonna beat us. I'm tired and out of breath, and so I'm slowing down with Shantae now. We get to the house, and sure enough, Mama's car's in the yard. We say, well, let's go ahead and get our whooping. Go ahead and get it over with. We thought for sure we just gonna get a whooping. We get to the door. Knock on the door. First of all, normally the door is unlocked. And so we just walk in. It's a small town. This is back in the 80s. Leave the door unlocked. But we get to the door, try to open the door. Door won't open. I'm like, okay. So we knock on the door. Mama said, who is it? He said, Kedrick, Shantae. And she puts the chain on the door, opens the door, look out the door. She said, who are you? We say, we're your children, Mama. She said,
disobedient children don't live in my house.
And we look at each other, we say, oh, she just playing. Come on, Mama, open the door. We sorry we late. She said,
I said, disobedient children don't live in my house.
said, go on somewhere. Like, this woman's she's serious. So we like, Mama, we your children, what we gonna do?
I don't know what you're gonna do, but you can't stay here tonight.
Because I told you that you don't come in after 11 o'clock. What we did end up doing, we had to end up going over to my Aunt Faye's house. That's where everybody went when they get put out of their house. Cousins, uncles, aunts. Went over to my Aunt Faye's house. And there we had to sleep on the floor and wait until the morning in order to get back to our house. When we got to the house, we got our butt whooped, and then we had to clean up the whole house. So what's the moral of the story? Moral of the story is this. We can sense that Jesus is really on his way back. You can see all the signs. Everything is shifting. Things are changing. You know he's on his way back. Just like I could feel there was almost time for Mama to get off from work. Now, when you understand that it's almost time for Jesus to come back, first of all, you need to start going, get your sisters and brothers and tell them, come on into the kingdom because we got to go home. Jesus is almost home. Get as many folk as you can and say, come on, let's go home. Now, if you don't have your business right and you're not in Christ, guess what? You're going to be outside. You're going to be knocking, but you can't come in because God has already shut the door. You're going to be locked outside. Pow! He said, come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. If you want to rest, you better get in Jesus Christ. Otherwise, you're going to be laying somewhere on the floor after the church has been raptured out of the earth, and you're not going to be able to sleep at night. That it's almost the 11th hour. That if you don't catch the first train in, you're going to have to deal with some punishment and some judgment. Pow! All I'm trying to tell you is come on to Jesus. Hey, this is Helen Jones' second son saying life is too short to play games. So keep it real. We out of here. 2 fingers to the north. Not raptured yet, but we almost out of here. 2 fingers to the north. Holla at you.